those shavings out in the oil filter.
This is what we got going on today, y'all. Gotta pull this engine out so she can get some work done, man. We gotta split the whole motor. This crank balancer bearing went bad. This all loose because I already took it out, but I set it back in there. But yeah, you can see pieces filled in right there. Gonna have to get all that cleaned up. I'm gonna go grab some tools now. Make sure you always got a container or some table, whatever it is, to put your parts in. It really ain't that hard taking it out. It's putting it back in. That's when you run into the, you feel me? But first thing I'm gonna do is take this chain off. Pop that off. I know off rip, I know before I even start, I'm gonna need a 12, 14, fucking 22 for this. I know I'm gonna need 8, 10 of course. Phillips. Probably a flathead somewhere, but for intake boot, I know them Allen keys. It's real simple though. Disconnect everything from the motor. Get the motor mounts out of there. She gonna pop right out of there. This a 450 though, so that joint is a little heavy, but oh yeah, of course you gotta have to take the 10 bolts out of these pipes, out the exhaust. It's a little hard getting to the ones in the back, but I'm gonna show you how it's done. Just break these loose, both sides. Grab me a 14. Break this one loose too. I'm gonna take this side plastic off so I can get to that exhaust, get to the exhaust bolts. I'm gonna set that right there because I'm putting that right back in there. Don't get lost or misplaced. Make sure you're easy on yourself. Now I can get to these bolts, which look like 2 10 bolts. Go ahead, grab our 10. I like to just break everything loose first, then come back and take it all the way out. That loose, get an extension. Right. Makes it easier. I might as well go ahead and take this next piece of the exhaust off. I'm gonna keep saying it, man. Just put the bolts back where they belong. Make life easy. Or you could take a box of some cardboard, cut some holes out, you feel me? Write it, Just go ahead, write it down with a marker or something so you know where it go at. Some people do it like that. I do it like that sometimes, but for the most part, stuff like this, putting it right back where it belongs. It's the easiest way. We got a little ground wire right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. Just move the wire. That's why I like this blue pad right here, so I don't drop parts and don't know where to go at. Yeah, move that out the way, put this right back in there too. Then this need to come out. I like to take the whole thing out. You don't really got to, but that's how I do it. I just take the whole joint out. Disconnect this. That's when you push it. It's that simple. And of course, put your bolt back in there. Move this gasket. Go ahead and disconnect these hoses. On both sides. Tighten this back down so I don't lose this clamp. I'm gonna just take this whole hose off. I really don't need to, but you know, whatever. And this is one of my least favorite parts. It's this back end of this exhaust. It's in such a dumb spot. But, you know, you figure shit out. Yeah, once you back them off enough, luckily they normally finger. You can get them off with your finger the rest of the way. We're gonna have to take this air box all the way off. We'll do that in a second. Loosen this up so we can get the clutch cable disconnected. Took that off. Pull that from under. Pull that up out of there. Disconnect these in a second. And pull this radiator, make it easy. Gotta pull this starter wire off for sure. I think this shouldn't be nothing but a 10 wire there. A 10 volt, I mean. There's another connector holding this on, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this off real quick too. Just go ahead and get that out the way already. This whole wire, I'm gonna take this whole wire. It's gonna come with the motor when I take it off. I could take it off of there, but I don't like to do that. I'm gonna get ready to pull this airbox off of here. I don't know how good y'all can probably see that, but it's the Allen key. You wanna loosen this up a lot, but you don't want to take the screw all the way out because it's a clamp. There's really no need to. You just need to loosen enough to where it'll move off of that throttle body. Then of course it's you got wires connected, so you gotta get in there and disconnect that. Hold on for a second. So to take the airbox off, you got this. If you still got your valve cover, this will be connected to your valve cover. I already had that off. And you got this one connector right here. It should pop right off. Now I'm gonna go set this down and get ready to take my throttle body off. Same thing with this, is one Allen key with the clamp. Like I said, you don't want to loosen it all the way. You don't have to take this screw all the way out, but you do want to loosen it all the way to the end. And you have a few connectors you want to take off. Get them out your way. Pretty much you color coded, so it's kind of, or the shape is only one gonna fit, you feel me? So it's gonna be hard to put it back in the wrong place, and it should easily go to where it needs to go. You see how this kind of don't want to go nowhere else. So yeah. Ready to lose my shoe. This is why you wear proper footwear to work. See, I'm not doing that. There we go. I think that should be ready to come out of there. I could easily, should I take this off? I don't think I really need to take this off. I can just leave it like this, as long as it's disconnected from the motor. What else do I need to do? I still need to disconnect them wires, take the rest, these other motor mounts out, then I should be ready to pull her out of there. And before I loosen them up, these other motor mounts, I like to loosen this one up. This the main one, so it'll be kind of the hardest one. I got a little persuasion. Wasn't too bad though. Set this right here for now, and it's a washer on there. It'll come off though. I'll get that in a second. And let me go ahead and loosen this radiator up so that I can get to these wires, disconnect these wires to the motor. I got this to take out still. I already loosened that, and then one more motor mount. Once I loosen these wires, this motor can come out. I'm not taking it all the way off because I just need to be able to get to these wires. Which some of them be a pain in the ass sometimes. You gotta kind of push it in, then push the tab in, then pull it out. That works for me most of the time. Sometimes it still don't work, but you know, you get used to it. But you want to be careful because these wires are easily pop off. Then you gotta do some other extra shit that you ain't really trying to do. So yeah, and this one, normally when it's a little clearish plastic color like this, they come out, not in. Should I take this case off? Nah. Okay, disconnect these. Okay, yeah, I can open these up. That's it. Again, this motor never been worked on. This is kind of a new bike, so might gotta get these a little couple love taps. That's a 14. This one you probably gonna have to hold a ratchet on both sides. Loosen her up. Once you loosen her up, it shouldn't be too hard though. Set that right there for a second. Tap that out of there. Alright, that should be everything. Just jump out my way. I'm playing, y'all. Y'all my babies. I be using y'all. I need y'all. But pretty sure this thing is ready to come out. Let's see. So it's a 450 motor, y'all. She ain't light. You're gonna have to use some manpower. But overall, shouldn't be too bad. There we have it. She's out. Let me go ahead and clean this, put this bike up, man. Stay tuned for part 2. We're gonna bust that motor down in front of y'all too.